Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly energy update for the week of April 8th through April 14th. It is lovely to see you. I am Dr. Alexis Edwards, Doctor of Oriental Medicine, multidimensional healer, and founder of the Expansion Principle Metaphysical Mentor. It's awesome to see you. We are in full swing of spring. I kind of rhymed there. There's a lot of funkiness going on. There feels like there's so much flow and so much energy just pouncing on people is what it feels like. Last week it was really like that kind of energy of just move forward, like it's time to do and move forward. And I think now, like all that doing, it's like let's take a breath and breathe, and that finding I think we're in a time as a whole where balancing that doing and being, balancing the masculine and feminine. I was listening to someone recently talking about activating one's inner masculine, and I'm actually of the opinion that, you know, in our society, in our culture, women also, I mean, all of us, there's so much this hyper masculinization as a whole, right? What we actually need is an integration, like that yin and yang within us. There's both within us. And activating that synergy is what's really important. And I really feel at this time that's what we're being asked to do. And I think this week, dancing with that being and doing can be really helpful for you. Looking how much is too much, right? And how can you dance with that balance, and what does that look like? And balance is one of those funny things. It isn't just stability. I think that stability and balance is kind of different, right? Balance is this ebb and this flow. There's this constant fluctuation of coming into this equality, and having this energy where sometimes you get what you need, sometimes I get what I need, sometimes you, like that beautiful give and take, and like that synergistic approach to living. And I would really encourage you right now is one way that assess what you're doing. Assess, are you doing or being more? If you are familiar with muscle testing, muscle test yourself. See, what level of being and what level of doing are you at? Understanding, and even if you don't know muscle testing, checking yourself, like how much am I doing and how much am I being? What does being mean for me, right? Being doesn't just mean sitting and zoning out and watching Netflix, which is fine too. But being can there's an ease and a grace to it. There isn't as much analytical thought to a being, right? Where when we're doing, there's so much more, while we're still can be connected and do. And I think that that's really important to make sure in our doing we're connected. So what that means is not just doing things to do them, just doing something to be active, like really be connected to our soul and to our heart and to our purpose, like fully. Like even if it's going out on an outing with your family or whatever it is, if it's what time you eat dinner or what time you want to wake up, like whatever it is, really being connected to your soul and to yourself, right? And understanding that shift of being and doing. And I know those of you can say, well, my life is really busy right now, how am I going to do this? Trust me, it works. Just look into it, feel into it, assess for yourself where you're at in the being and doing, and then really ask yourself what's one way you can shift. I think most of us will be more doing than being at the moment. So how do you shift? And also looking at, at this time in your life, are you needing to have, is it a phase of doing, and then you'll gracefully move into that being? But really noticing that you don't go 10 years of just doing, because that's when we become ill and we're unhappy. And so we want to really be aware of this beautiful yin yang balance within our body and within our experience of the world. So that is my take for this week. That's what I think that we should be doing, is really looking at that balance. So we're going to go ahead and do our card for the week like we like to do. I'm going to use the Rumi Oracle this week. Let's see. What do they have for us? What do we need to know right now for our collective? Oh, grace. being connected to grace and knowing that our best is enough. I like this, especially sometimes we have difficulty with the being because then we're not doing enough to be our best, to be worthy, to have attained what's necessary, to that worthiness piece is huge. So I think that, when we're looking at our balance of being and doing, knowing it's all right to be, that our value and worth is not related to just how much we can do, to give ourselves grace, to anchor into grace, to connect to the divine with grace, so that your worth is not tied in with your doing. It's just not. So I love that. What a great card for us. So we'll go ahead and do a nice healing transmission. Close your eyes and get into a nice comfortable position. Or you're ready, take a nice deep breath. Beautiful golden light above your head. Gently coming down over your face, over the back of your head, down your neck and your throat, across your shoulders and your arms and your hands, down your chest, down your back, down each and every vertebrae to your low back, down your hips, your abdomen, down your upper legs, your knees, your lower legs, ankles, and feet. This beautiful golden light is coating each and every cell of your body and allowing for anything that no longer serves you to gently fall away, making this space for this balance of these yin and yang within us. Nice deep breath. And when you're ready, open your eyes. That was beautiful. And remember, you can come back as many times as you'd like. You can come every day to this portion to help you come into that balance of that yin and yang, and really settle into yourself and sort of devote yourself to what this balance for you looks like. So I'll see you next week. I love doing these. They're so much fun. We have a bunch of really fun things going on. You'll see below what's going on. Again, if you're not part of the Facebook group, please do join me there. It's Healing Alchemist Tribe. I have recently opened a special opportunity to work with me one-to-one, and also get attuned to the Expansion Principle healing modality in a really in-depth way. This is for people who are really ready to step into this next level and allowing for the energies of the Expansion Principle to heal and bring their life into this next, into what they know they're going to, and just allowing for that to be more rapid. And we also have the Expansion Principle practitioner training is enrolling. Our next enrollment date is for early May. So we are accepting applications now, and you'll find all the information below. So I'll see you soon. Love you. See you next week.